We're here. We're back. I keep doing this awkward thing because the computer's over here, right? So I keep looking at it, but I feel like I need to look right at the computer, you know, like, or at the camera. What's up? Looking good. And right now we are actually already straight into this draft. And if you didn't hear, it is PBD. Well, Ritsu's team apparently. He is now cabinet. And do you see? He picked his hero. They had first pick and they first picked Quab. He's like, y'all see me last game or what?
I think it's like one of the best heroes to first pick if you're gonna go mid.
Yeah.
Because it's difficult to pick not only a good matchup but a hero that can gank the queen as well on top of that. So they also like do a protection pick by taking Nyx, because Nyx is one of the most annoying heroes for Queen to deal with by far. Also good against DS and Silencer for obvious reasons. Darkseer is probably like, you put an ion shell on someone randomly and then you get stunned from across the map. Like that kind of stuff can be
really annoying.
Very, very annoying. But the hero still brings good lane pressure though.
How does Silencer match up against Queen of Pain middle? I think in NA,
Silencer
South
wins.
America, Silencer wins. That is more than likely what we're going to see. I know because, especially, I mean, I guess Ix, Mike, and Tomato, and Jubei all played together, and Tomato's Silencer actually was the reason they made it into the playoffs. They ended up winning that game with him, and Silencer versus Quab. I guess it goes again. I think WWD's the mid player, from what I remember from other teams.
Could be, yeah.
And the other play, I guess we can go through the other players. Dark Raider's an old school Dota 1 player who's continuously, I think, 7 to 8K MMR. ZXYC, now everyone mostly know, if you watch NA pubs, you'll know he's the Arc Warden spammer.
Ban Arc
And he's also, you remember, oh yeah, they first banned it. You remember Mo from Han?
Yep.
That's his cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so ZXYC, a very high skill player. And that's why you see the Arc Warden. You might think it's like a disrespectful ban, like, oh, they're not even going to ban us, but he is a 5,000 games, 4,000 with Arc Warden kind of guy. I believe he is their off lane. He was playing Clockwork. It could be 4 or 3. I didn't watch their games, unfortunately. I know Dark Raider is 100% a support player, so we'll see. And Vivi, I know this name. VV. Oh, you don't have to mute that. If you're cracking open a cold one with the boys, you do not. Here, I get. Is this one? This one's done. I got it for you guys. Drascal cracked open. He was being very respectful, unlike me, who's just gonna.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, that is crisp as it gets. Darkseer Slaughter, that's one of those. You can run a dual lane pretty easily. It's really hard to do anything. You just throw an Iron Shell into Slaughter, and, I mean, what's anyone in that lane going to really do?
It is pretty tough to deal with. That's one thing about Nyx, is, like, he counters a lot of heroes because of things like Mana Burn and, you know, Carapace being very annoying in the fights, but in lane, he's still garbage. Unless he's in a 1v1. If he's in a 1v1, he can abuse his regen and like getting a quick poor man shield, and then he feels pretty good.
Yeah.
But in a 2v2 or anything else, he just doesn't really offer a whole heck of a lot. Interesting with the Wyvern pick. I mean, it's nice to have a save.
Yeah. We saw it once yesterday, right? It was this team that picked it, or no, it was
It was a team that was playing. No. It was a team that was playing against Veggies.
Yeah.
Or no, Cat played it. Cat played it on Veggies.
Yeah. And it's one of those, like, I think the biggest thing is you think of it as a passive hero, but in the laning phase, Winter Wyvern's Q is actually extremely good.
It would be even better if it wasn't bugged.
Yeah, if it wasn't bugged. I feel like Winter Wyvern's one of those heroes that can go middle, you know, like a Skywrath, and just be annoying for like 20 seconds, and then win you the lane for like the next 2 minutes, and then just leave.
Right.
We'll see if they want to do that. I feel that's a good way to do that.
Especially if it's going to be the Silencer mid matchup that we were thinking about.
And man, teams just keep picking Lifestealer against Team Borster, I guess we'll call him.
It's okay though, because if they catch the Wyvern, for example, like Slardar Lifestealer, and they catch the Wyvern, that hero's dead in a stun.
Yeah, anyone else though,
no
the problem is, right, you have to get him, or else whoever Lifestealer does jump on, Winter Wyvern can just freeze him.
Right.
So you kind of have to commit to killing that Winter Wyvern with that bomb almost if it's a 5-on-5.
Well, you have Global too, don't forget.
True. Global is
so you can
damn good.
It's almost like the old combo that we used to see, like Batrider Silencer, where you would like lasso a target and then Global. It's similar to that, where you just jump in with Ion Shell, and the Lifestealer pops out, you Global, you kill that hero, and then you win a team fight based on, you know, whoever you kill. And that gives you the luxury of, you know, you're forcing this queen probably to go like first item Yules.
Yeah. Because
you need like a Dispel.
If the Queen of Pain somehow does magically, there's no way he wins as hard as he did last game, because I think these are a higher tier of player as well. But think about Quab somehow got like another 14-minute Orchid against the Silencer.
It would
you
be
just
tough.
silence before that, and he can never global or do anything. I don't think he would actually get that versus Silencer, but if he somehow did...
We're still assuming it's mid, though. I mean, it could still be support, and they could last pick something else, like Lina, for example.
They could
still be okay.
This is my favorite part, not this pick, but my favorite part of the draft is when you have an open-ended lineup. I like seeing what the other team thinks. like seeing what they ban if they do ban Lena, and they think it will be support silencer. I like seeing if I'm on the same wavelength as a captain, seeing if I'm not a dumbass.
I remember at TI6 when we were watching EG on the main stage, and I just had like this gut feeling, and I said I think they're gonna pick Sven Storm, and their last 2 picks were Sven Storm, and you just you feel it. You're like, yeah, I get that, because I get the line of thinking.
Yeah, it makes you feel like you're not a complete. Oh well, definitely gonna be an off-lane Nyx again, and Tusk, Winter Wyvern. Obviously Tusk a nice roaming support. Winter Wyvern a little more. I mean, we talked about he can be annoying at level 1, but he is a more defensively oriented support who wants to do the pulling for your team.
They want to be able to pressure the lane somehow.
Yeah.
And Tusk can do that. The thing about Queen is that she offers so much damage in the early game. Like level 2 dagger and a blink and some autos, and like it is so much damage. Way more than it like tricks you. Because you're taking damage over time from the Shadow Strike, but you're not thinking about like how many more auto attacks you're eating from the 2 heroes that are ganking you, potentially being blocked by ice shards as well. If it's a silencer mid and the Tusk roams and he's level 2, it's a really easy kill on the silencer.
Yep, it is. And keep in mind, everyone, this draft does not decide all. There is this is the first round of best of 3s, round of 4. You got to win 2. A best of. Why is it called best of 3?
Because it's 3 games and you have to.
So
you're getting the best of the 3, which means that you're winning more games than.
That is actually perfectly explained. I haven't heard it explained like that. That was Dressel. You should be a teacher. I could actually. Oh, that'd be terrible. I just see you like teaching kindergarten kids. I'm like, ooh, this guy. I don't know about this one. This is something else. That was actually makes. I understand why, but you put it in perfect terms. Man, Dressel, you genius.
Something like that.
And once again, Tusk, they have a lot of save, right, with Tusk and Winter Wyvern. That's actually scary, as well as Nyx Carapace. They just have a ton of offensive and defensive heroes. And, whoa. So this is going to be, wait.
Offlane Nyx.
Dude, this is going to be a Boris Quap then. Because Ritsu's best hero is Slark, for sure, I would say. I think they're definitely going to switch it up here that way. But maybe it is a Boris Slark. I could be wrong. I would say it's more than likely to be swapped up.
I think most of the 7K group have a Slark. You know what I mean?
It's gotten nerfed, though. I think the laning phase is way harder for him now.
It's always been hard.
True. Unless, especially with this, because you're going to assume your Tusk isn't going to be in lane helping you. It might just be a Winter Wyvern.
Outside of the laning phase, though, this is a crazy good Slark game.
Yeah.
Like, you want to play against Lifestealer, you want to play against DS and Silencer. Like, you eat those heroes alive.
Yeah. He just has to be, I mean, double Ion Shell obviously can be a pain even in the mid game.
They're kind of like putting emphasis on Radiant pressuring now.
Oh, and they actually think it is going to be a support silencer because they ban out the TA.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if they would, because realistically, the silencer, the way he fits into the lineup, he's used for global, and that's about it.
Oh my god, they just picked a Viper.
There it is. So what do they do now? Do they just go aggro? Because I think, honestly, like, Slardar, Lifestealer, Silencer does really well against the aggro, or the, even if it was a defensive tri-lane of Dire, I think they would actually, like, own it. Because how can Slark walk to the creep wave? You're not going to trade with Lifestealer or Slardar.
Yeah, before getting game, sorry, give me 1 sec. I just, I want to check this. Because I know that player. Sorry, you keep talking.
No, I was done, actually.
Okay.
The point was just that I think it's very difficult for a Slark with those 2 supports in particular to be able to contest any of the lanes. I mean, I guess Arctic Burn's pretty good at level 1.
Yeah.
You could maybe get some good damage in. We'll see what they do, though.
Yeah, we will. And look at this. We're already setting up right now for greatness.
Gonna remember to turn the in-game sound on, change the overlay.
Well, I guess that's why we can hear talking.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
I got it.
I mean, you say that you don't pay attention, Grant, but honestly, I don't even know where I am right now. Like, it's just one of those days, you wake up in the morning, you're like, what happened?
Wait, where am I? Am I still in Arizona? Then you walk outside, and it's like 10 degrees less. You're like, this is a little better.
Try 30.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Dude, is it really? I know it's hot over there.
It was like 116 yesterday when I left, and we landed here, and it was 88.
Yeah.
So it is way cooler here.
And here we are. We're going to take a quick peek here. It is going to be the Ritsu Slark, so this is definitely... I mean, this was the hero when they went to Frankfurt, right? C9, when Ritsu played for him. I believe that was it. Yeah, that was with 1437.
I think you're right.
And he played Slark, and that was, I remember they won a game, and it was just on the back of a 6-item Slark at like 30 minutes. He's definitely known for that hero, and look, we are already moving around the map. Looks like B playing the Tuz. This should be interesting. This guy's a cosmetic buyer.
They're putting a lot of confidence, though, in Ritsu's ability to play the hero by putting him in such an unfavorable lane.
Yeah.
He might walk bottom, though. We'll see what he does.
How favorable? What is a... Okay, just say no ganks happen. Quap versus Viper. I mean... Isn't
heroes
most lane Viper favored? Like,
I'd say it's not as bad as people think. I think it's more like a 60-40 in favor of the Viper.
And comes down to like knowledge of the matchup.
Yeah, you just don't dagger the Viper. That's it.
Yeah.
You just scream for CS if you want. You get a bottle. You control the runes because the Viper can't get across the map very fast. He's very slow. I think.
Do you even skill Shadow Strike in this like at all early? Or do you go like 0-2-3?
I've seen people go 0-2-3. I've seen people get one dagger just because if you gank, you kind of want at least one value point into the skill.
With the Tusk coming around, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, you typically don't put 2 points into it in this matchup just because you take more damage from the corrosive if the Viper is maxing corrosive than you deal with a dagger anyway.
Yeah. And here we go. We're going to match up bottom lane. Might be an aggro tri-lane here. We both reached in. Okay. Excellent. Scriff was actually messaging us. Thank you, Scriff. I appreciate it. Tell Grant to press Y for net worth.
Excellent.
Damn you to hell, Scriff. And I did, eventually.
He's just trying to help, man.
Dude, that is actually, like, we talked about our casting flaws. When I solo cast, that is the one thing I still miss. It's like 31 minutes in. I'm just on CS. People are like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, usually I just have, like, that mental note where I say, okay, 15 minutes, I'm just going to hit Y.
I try to do that, and sometimes I remember it's 7 minutes. I'm like, should I do this early? And I just do. Whatever. And they're going to get... Whoa, wait up. Oh, well, Jubei doesn't get the rune. Nice double stun. Unfortunately, he's getting harassed down super hard. Is Slardo have another stun? He does. I think you do. He's not going to die here, I don't believe, but he is going to eat. Is he? No. It was still on. He possibly could have dove the tower, but Health Potion goes through.
That's a tier 2, man. That's a tier 2, and a Slardo with no stout shield, there's no way he dives that.
Yeah. Especially because Health Potion just goes through level 1 in Shell 2. So.
Yeah, but look at the Nyx regen, too. He's already, like,
30
over half health, man.
One tango. Insane.
This is optimal from Dire. They don't want to put the Slark against this at all.
Yep, and let's see. So what's going on bottom here is Ritsu skilling Essence Shift. So anytime Lifestealer rolls up to Creep Wave, just hit him a few and makes last hitting a lot easier. No Quell. He gets Quelling Blade next, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god. People know how much I love. That was a range creep deny from Lifestealer. It's a lot of experience stolen.
I think this matchup will probably not go favorably, though, for Radiant. Like, the Silencer doesn't offer that much in the lane.
Oh, and here we go. He's actually taking a lot of towers. Does he have his Q up? No, would be. And this Silencer is probably going to be the death of him a lot. Doesn't want to try him. And he has one tango, actually. It'd be very hard for him to eat his way out of anything. But good harass, like you said, coming from the Dire side. In top lane, Ike's Mike's going to start cutting the creep wave at 2. So Jubei's going to be pressured a lot, but he's getting experience the whole time, which is nice. Solo experience. So he's probably going to want to pressure the map super early. And we're going to look at this. Boris, like we said, not getting dagger early. We'll see around level 5 if he gets one. But
the thing about Viper is, like, there are so many different variants and skill builds. Like, you can see right now, he's 2-1-0.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't even have corrosive. He's probably just expecting not to eat that many daggers.
Yeah.
But if Boris is paying attention and he autos him once, so realize he won't have corrosive, and then maybe he'll decide to skill dagger, maybe not.
Bottom lane now, creep wave, getting pulled by the Dire side. The problem with Silencer just, he doesn't have a wind lace even. I think that's going to be a problem. He's going to get picked on so much this game in the bottom lane, but Slardar's already roaming down bottom.
This is the right move, though.
Yeah, super.
If you let this Slark get a lane like this, and he's ahead of the Lifestealer from the laning phase, that is really, really not conducive to winning Dota against that hero.
Oh, and here we go. Some harass from Peter. I like how he doesn't do anything. He just threatens that he's here, and I think WWD's like, wait, if he doesn't press Q, this hero's actually does nothing. That's the problem with Winter Wyvern, right? When he's not Q'd early game, what does he do? Like 42 a hit at almost melee range. It's really bad.
The thing about Wyvern, though, is once you get to like level 7 or 8, you get that max level Splinter Blast, and you just kill creeps.
An Orb of Venom. There is an Orb of Venom. This could be bad. He blocks in Dark Raider. We're going to have a Q from the Winter Wyvern. This is going to be a kill. Who's going to get it? PPD, and that's actually nice from... Oh, they're snowballing in for more. He has Orb of Venom. They're going to slow him down. One more hit from Peter before it falls off. He gets it. He slowed down the Arcane Curse. B might be in trouble, but, I mean, they're going to take... Oh, he's going to get... Oh.
That might have killed him.
I think he was dead.
Okay,
oh, maybe not. Oh, and a perp.
Nice.
I think he's still dead, but a nice block out by B. He has it, and he's going to pop it. He still has Tangos to eat through. Will he get through? No open wounds from Lifestealer. My man gets health potted as well, but Peter is just playing the position 5 again. He's going to live. That was sick. That's a double kill into a perfect save. Oh, Peter, you lost some of your clarity there, bud, but No biggie. The biggest thing, though, 25-7 versus 14-0. So do you think... you said it, I mean, it is Viper favored 60-40. This is just... I don't know. Viper's just such a scary hero, right?
He's struggling, yeah. But it's, again, it's...
They're fine.
I think in this matchup, you get the 1 null. He's actually gone for the 2 null just to try to get more CS, but I think that the way that you get creeps in this lane is by nuke. You don't get it by, like, you know, right-clicking and things like that. So if you just get the bottle first, and then you get the 2-minute rune and the 4-minute rune, then you're putting yourself in a position where you have mana to be able to just spam all the time.
Yeah. And wait, 1 second. Fog, did you guys end up losing? You get
to play pubs now.
Yeah, you get
Congrats,
to play pubs. That's what I'm doing.
He's already in a pub game.
Well, unfortunately, Veggies is out. I mean, let's be real. They probably would have lost to Team Wheel again. I'm just kidding. That's what happened last year. But they intentionally forfeited, so it's whatever. Dude, Team Wheel got
forfeit after they won, didn't they?
I believe so. Or did they just give up Game 3? I think they good gamed in Game 3 when they were winning.
When they were winning, yeah.
I think, dude, Team Wheel looks a lot better this year. I mean, they're directly into regionals. I'm excited to see.
Would you say that they're keeping it Wheel?
I would say that I hope you die. No, I'm just kidding. Nice. Draskell, you are just in with the memes, my man.
Can't help it.
I actually just don't even want to talk.
I see the low-hanging fruit, you know, and I gotta go for it.
I just don't even want to talk anymore. We haven't talked much about top lane. There's no kill potential. The fact Nyx is 25, he had to go quelling, right? Yeah, 25-2 is actually pretty good. He's not like, he hasn't left lane yet.
CSing on our tower is pretty easy with the quelling.
True. If you, I mean, for people over 5K, I would say, yeah. Like, people don't realize, like, it's easy. If you just go practice for even maybe, say, 1 hour, you learn the timings of everything. Quelling blade, no quelling blade. It's not hard to just learn. But that's the biggest thing for improving as a player. You have to commit to not just playing pubs and doing that. Whoa, we have a Roland coming in. It's going to be WWE's. Get the Orb of Venom up on him. They're going to Ice Charge him in. A perfect Ice Charge. Borster in electro. It's downhill. Will he miss any hits? He fairy part. He's going to die. Oh, Peter.
Oh, that was nice.
And Peter gets the kill off the arc. Wait, is it not bugged anymore? Because he got it from the burn. And the burn shouldn't affect it if that bug was up. So it must be gone. They fixed it. That is so big. And he does go 0-2-3, so we were right. Go us. Pretty obvious call, but...
I don't think he realized that he didn't have corrosive skill though for a while.
Yeah. And now he goes.
He does now, yeah. But at level 3, he had no points in it. So if he had dagger, I think he might have been able to do a bit better.
That was a very good mango stun. He should still be dead here. There's no more Iron Shell. The Iron Shell's here. Oh my goodness, he picks it. I think if he didn't pick him up, I think it would have been better, right?
It's hard to say.
It's hard to say. We have hindsight, and that's still a big kill because Boris losing the middle lane, and he just picks up experience from the middle kill, and he's gonna get 2 bounty runes.
Yeah, this is another thing about the matchup is, like, even if the Viper has a CS advantage, the Queen offers so much more in the early fights, just because of mobility and how much burst damage you're able to put out.
That was actually, I can't believe, if they would have saved him there and gotten the kill, that would have been, like, the most heartbreaking thing.
That would have been
for them, not us. I mean, I'm not biased. Well,
it would have been
I'm
rough.
absolutely biased, I'll say.
Yeah, but these are all your boys, right? Like, technically.
Technically, yeah. I actually, WWD, I like watching him because he plays, I mean, I hate that he's a Viper player, but he's one of the few people, he was playing such stupid stuff middle last year with Freedom when he was playing middle lane. He was the one who invented, like, the mid void. I don't know if he invented it because no one else played it, but his middle void actually won a lot of games.
It's just one of those heroes that you can't kill, you know? You just see a void mid and you're kind of scratching your head and you say, how do we deal with this? Do we need to deal with this?
Is he going to, like, be a problem? And then he has, like, treads, poor man shield Vlads at 10 minutes and you realize he's a problem. And bottom lane, we have rotation, the second ultimate from Nyx. The first one he tried to use to get away, and oh, this poor man. Dude, please tell me he has boots.
He's on the courier.
He's back. I was like, at least a win, Lace. They need something. This is the problem. Nyx has... I hate playing when I'm playing Nyx with, they see him. Couldn't get the Carapace off in time. He's going to be in a lot of trouble. He wants to save the stun.
He could have just TP'd. Either that or he is baiting for his team.
And now that's +2.
Nice. Yeah, that was... I think he was assuming his team was a bit closer, so he wanted to, like, bait it out a bit.
Yeah.
But because the start are open with stun, obviously you can just TP straight away. So I think there was maybe some miscommunication.
And while we were watching all that excitement, the Slark 3rd place in CS, I mean... Still a lot below the Darkseer and the Viper, but now he's going to find a not kill. Silencer does a quick TP out, but that means the lane's pretty wide open if he wants to 1v1 the Lifestealer. Do you actually call him Lifestealer? I've been finally getting into it. I call him Naix. Yeah,
I call him Lifestealer.
Okay, I've started. I've started changing
Because here's
everything.
the thing, I call Nyx. I don't want to call Lifestealer Nyx.
Well, it's Naix.
It's Nyx, whatever.
Which is, I know, I'm just kidding.
It just sounds too similar, you know? And as someone who wants to do commentary, you have to make sure that the names are distinct enough to where the people understand what you're saying.
Through that, and here we go. Initiation, possibly. Shards come out. Leaks in a little bit of trouble, but on the backside, whoa, my camera's just moving everywhere. Borster gets a kill. They're going to try to chase down this young man who has sprint up in 3. It's level 2. No dagger, but I think if he sprints and eats a scream, okay, that was smart. He goes for a stun. He might still die here. That's going to do a ton of damage, yeah. Sprint, what is it? How much amp is it?
Used to be 20.
15%.
No, it's 15 now.
Still quite a bit. And that's another 2 kills, and that's on the second high. We're just going to switch it over. That's
there
on the third highest net worth, and Jubei goes down again. This guy is crumbling. He had a great lane top, and now he's just kind of beating away his advantage.
He's good against a couple of the heroes on Radiant, but there are some of them that he just can't deal with.
Yeah, not
Lifestealer being one of them.
And Viper kind of being another one.
As someone who plays a lot of offlane, playing against Lifestealer and heroes like Juggernaut are just so unenjoyable because you just can never pressure them.
Yeah.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And I actually hate playing offlane Nyx unless I have an Invoker on my team, because that's when you can start solo killing, right? Because you always have that global presence. Even a Zeus, middle lane, Boris. He is actually caught up mostly for everything. He has a Veil as well. Ton more kill potential now. It helps out Jubei as well.
What's the Viper have right now?
I think Aquila Treads. Yeah,
going
and
for
an
the
Ogre
Dragon
Club.
Lance,
Yeah.
yeah.
He is, I would say, unkillable at this point unless you commit like a 5-team. He is, that is agility treads, and he's at 1300 life. And if you take the health, actually, how do you kill him? That is a lot of damage. Life.
It's one of those lineups where they're going to try to start sieging, and they're just going to go for like the Lifestealer bombs and get pickoffs and try to get map control that way.
Uh-oh, and Jubei again. He's been level 6 for so long. He's dead.
This is 4 heroes, though. It's a lot just in the vicinity. It's a lot of information.
He has to be dumb as hell right now. Hasn't he lost? He's the only person who's lost intellect.
As long as he has
mana boots.
Arcanes, he should be okay.
Hmm.
It's kind of the Nyx job this game, though, right? Because if the Slark gets a nice game and the Queen gets a nice game after the laning phase is over, then you know, like, during the late game, you're pretty much going to have it in the bag. It's just about how much damage the Radiant lineup can deal to you within, like, that 20-minute window where your heroes don't have the items necessary to just win the game.
Ritsu's like full HP. Welcome to Ion Shell. That just wrecked him. But he has his ult up, and he will just regen it all back. Observer ward down from that. And that's one of the biggest things. So they have vision heroes in the Nyx, as well as Slark, kind of a vision hero, just because, I mean, if they have a ward, you're going to know. Exactly.
It's very, very useful.
Like, if he ever came bottom again, this is the most obvious ward. If he TPs in, he realizes he doesn't have it, he's like, well, they obviously have a ward right here.
I wonder what his first item is. I wonder if he does just go straight for the Shadow Blade.
I think, what else would you go? What would you go?
I've seen a lot of people just go Echo first because it allows you to just keep farming. And there's a good chance that Dire will want to avoid some engagements because the lineup of Radiant hit their stride a lot faster. Like, this Viper is already super tanky and strong. And I'm guessing that the Darkseer is going to have mech soon, if not already has it. He's very, very farmed.
Darkseer, yeah. Mana Boots.
He's real close.
Yeah, very close. He has it in about 200 here. Haste Rune is going to get picked up, actually, by the Slardar. And, I mean, now that Slardars don't skill Bash, he throws out a stun, you just TP out. I saw a kill coming top. I actually saw that. I'm blaming that
That's
on
a big kill, too, because we just saw how close he was to his mech.
He only lost 100, but still, he's not farming for the next 30 seconds. That's big. Peter's almost 6. Winter Wyvern at 6 feels like a whole different hero, right? It feels like you actually contribute something besides your heal.
You can solo kill with that hero. It's crazy how good his ultimate becomes the later the game goes.
Maybe not now, but in the late game. Like right now,
for instance, if you manage to catch like 1 or 2 of the cores and the silencer gets hit by it, he probably dies. What if the Slardar is sprinting and he gets hit by it, and the Viper's just punching him?
True. 15 damage picked up now. Yep, will be a Shadow Blade. He has the Claymore if he wants to pick it up. Probably will. And he's getting a ton of farm. He went Aquila. He didn't go stick or raindrops. Usually you see 2 of the 3.
It just means he doesn't want to fight. He can't really afford to commit the inventory slot, I think, to raindrops if he's not going to be in fights because he already has the mana regen from Aquila.
Yeah.
It does look like he is going to be rushing the SP, though. He's not going to go for the Echo first.
Wait, someone just TP'd bottom. Is there something about to happen? It looks like they're pressuring the tower. While Ike's Mike's top, do you want to take this fight as Radiant without your
I
mech
think
on
they're
Darkseer?
just delaying.
They're delaying.
Like, look at the heroes they brought down. It's Tusk and a Winter Wyvern, so
Yep.
even the Queen's not there, which shows that they're not really looking to fight. They're just trying to...
Oh, this could be a problem, and he can Carapace stun him. He's dead. Boris comes in and steals it. Not steal, I mean, he gets... maybe they do want to give Ritsu that kill, actually.
They're making good moves on the map.
And that's a good thing, right? They have their 2 cores are super mobile. Uh-oh. Peter is getting just destroyed. He doesn't... Oh, nice
That
dodge
might have
on
killed him
that.
anyway.
I think he's... Oh, wait, he gets the ulti up. They're going to do a ton of damage. They're just going to run. The vision. That was a nice block off, so they have to go around.
Jeez, the outplays. My lord.
I mean, he is 1-1.
He has strangles.
Dude, that... I think the biggest concern I had coming into this team was going to be their support duo, right? Because Peter plays a more cautious style, and Bleak plays, even captaining-wise. Like, I've seen them both captain teams, like, and heard them talk. I thought they were going to clash, but they just 2v4'd the team, didn't lose anyone.
Do you see how much space they created?
Yeah.
They got the
got
off
Ritsu
lane
the
tier
top
1.
tower.
They killed the Darkseer.
Yeah.
And they avoided taking a fight, which is exactly the way they want to play the game. Every single thing that they wanted to do was just accomplished in the last, like, 2 minutes. That was incredibly well done.
I can't believe that was... They dodged the Shadow Strike and the Slardar stun, rolled in, the ulti committed by Peter, which he pretty much just got, but now he's just going to fly away. Even hits him once. He's like...
Was the snowball targeted on the Slardar? Do you remember?
I do not... I don't believe it. I think it was on the Viper.
Okay.
I
If
could
it was
be
on
wrong,
the
though.
Viper, then the Slardar probably just didn't space well enough to hit the stun.
Yeah. There we go. He's trying to par... Ooh, misses the... Missing free farm as a support, actually, I feel so bad about it, because you're like, you only get so many chances to hit creeps.
It's like, this is the only creep
Yep.
wave I'm ever going to get this game. Don't miss, and then you miss.
Uh-oh. Anything? Who is ping? Ritsu? They're actually
He
bullying
has a
Ice
Shadow
Mike.
Blade,
He
right?
has a mech now, though. Yeah, he just picked it up. Yeah,
It's on
flying.
the courier.
That's so 15-minute Aquila Iron Talon treads Shadow Blade in the aggro lane. That's pretty good.
No, it's strong. But it also remember that his lane wasn't really that bad because he didn't have to deal with the Slardar Darkseer dual lane.
Yeah.
So that's a lane that will just crush a Slark. Like, there is nothing that he can do.
Yeah.
So they dodge. Radiant didn't change up their lanes after seeing how they worked out. So
Yeah.
they were like, okay, we'll just deal with it.
And they didn't really.
And I mean, the Viper was winning his lane, but if you look at the recovery, Boris is pretty much back up to the top of the net worth
He is,
just because
yeah.
of his movements. And that's why Viper lineups just have a tendency to fall into that.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I'm crushing my lane. I got huge farm. I'm really tanky, but I can't. I have to be hitting buildings.
Oh, ZYXC's in a lot of trouble. Does he know something's up? He's juking and jiving. Whoa, sorry. They're going to go in. Oh, they're going to find him. And Dark Tech. Oh, I see you, Boris.
He
Tried to
wanted
come in
it.
and steal it, yeah. He has his Yules now. You were right. He went Yules for... He has a full Yules after a Veil. He is farming well. Bottom lane, they're actually going for a killer. It's Peter and Bleak. Again, they get a kill. If he has vacuum, right? Oh my goodness. They just did it again.
So
These
good.
two are actually... Uh-oh. Okay, Peter might be in trouble. Arcane Curse slow. He had vacuum. It felt like he had a little bit of time to use it, but he couldn't quite get off, and they just live. They get a solo, well, dual kill, and they just get out.
It's so bizarre that, like, this Winter Wyvern Tusk is just...
Just getting kills, just them two, like, literally making so much space.
They have a ton of escapes between the two of them. They have the Cold Embrace, they have Winter's Curse, Ice Shards to block, and then they have the Snowball.
Yeah.
They're not really looking to necessarily get kills. If they're presented with the opportunity, sure, they might go for it, but more than anything, the hero is so good at, like, D-push. 4 points into the Splinter Blast and then Tusk.
Like, look at this.
You kill the creep wave.
He has double damage, which means he still could. He can take down this tower if he really wants.
Yeah, he's gonna get it.
Oh, they wanted to deny. Unfortunately, couldn't get it. They are slowing him down, though. They're going to trap him in. There's no way they... Oh, dear. This might be a little too aggressive, even for him. This might be a... Okay. Well, they had a few good plays there. They had a good run. They're making space. There's 5 committed bottom, but now actually 5 committed bottom from the Dire as well. We're going to just go over to these heroes. We knew he was dead.
The Queen has Sonic Wave, but I don't know if they want to fight this. There's Global up on the silencer.
Yeah, we have not seen a global yet. I mean, just hit level 6 and 7. They're going to keep... I think this is a smart play.
Yeah, you want to get the objectives. You win a fight
As
like
a Viper
that.
team, yeah.
That's the two most frustrating heroes to push into because that is almost the entirety of Dire's wave clear, minus the Queen of Pain, I guess.
Yeah. And will they? They pop an early... I like the early glyph here. They just want to cool down a little bit quicker. They're going to try to go in anything happening. He does have his ultimate. They're just going to run away. Middle getting pushed in reasonably hard by creeps. We're looking at less than a 1K net worth lead for Dire, so a very even game. Whoa, what, was that me? Did you see that?
It was the silencer. Well, I'm not actually logged into Dota on my computer.
Don't,
so.
I know, but I feel like you should be. How about this? I'll watch the game. You watch the minimap. All you do is minimap. you're on minimap duty.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I
under
think
attack.
the net worth is a little bit misleading because the net worth in this game should technically be favoring Radiant at this point, just given their heroes. Like their top lane should win, their middle lane should win. That should automatically accrue you a net worth advantage in some way. And then you just push because you have an early mech and you have this Viper who's super tanky, and you kind of just want a 5-man, right? Eventually your starter gets a blink, you infest with the lifestealer, and you go for kills. But just the combination of the Wyvern with the Tusk delaying the towers dying for so long, and you know, Jubei, even though he's died a few times, he's given a lot of information to his team.
Yeah.
Like scouting out the movements and making sure that, you know, Radiant aren't making any moves against their tier 1s for a long time. It all helps.
And they don't really have that big of a counter for Slark late game. I mean, obviously you get like an Abyssal or something, but if Ritsu's always saving his Dark Pack for that, like what do they do in the ultra late game versus Slark, who's farming very well? Look at, he jukes away like he's not coming, and he is just going to get a kill. Maybe mech comes out, he gets his ulti off though, and he's just going to run away. He's going to TP. They know he used vacuum. That was smart. Very heads up play coming out. That's a free kill. Gets him an Echo Saber.
He farmed that so fast.
Yeah, he did. After the Shadow Blade, like
he
in 3 minutes.
He just bought Shadow Blade.
Yeah. Oh my.
Meanwhile, Jubei hanging out with some satyrs.
Yeah, he's like, that's, if the spell imp was like 8%, would you consider it ever? Or how high would
I
that
don't
be?
even get my level 10 talent at level 10. I almost always
Oh, whoa,
skill.
whoa, we have an ult coming in from PPD just to save.
It worked.
He does it again. This guy's nuts.
The level 1 duration is like 2.75, right? On Winter's Curse? Oh, it's 3.25. Okay, that's way longer than I thought.
0.05 going for you.
I thought it was. I think it used to be shorter.
I think it did, yeah. Well, I think they buffed the duration when they nerfed it being garbage.
Yeah.
Remember when it used to just be a black hole, but better?
It was way better than black hole.
It was literally black hole that wasn't channeling. Their team's killing another one, and you could attack anyone you wanted. Uh-oh. We have initiation coming. WWE. I mean, this is such a hard kill, especially for these guys. Oh, they're just both dead.
Yes, they are.
I don't think you ever go on the Viper. Unless you have either your Slark or your Quap there. But, like, I mean, they lose 2 heroes, but it's a lot of space again, right? But Roshan is the correct choice here. Will they lose? There's no way they lose tier 2 tiers. Or 2 tier 2s. 2 glyphs up. And I think Ritsu knows now. They're like, wait, none of them are coming. It has to be a Roche. They're doing it super quick. Slaughter ulti.
It's really good for Radiant to get this. Because they kind of need the momentum, right? They need someone to be able to frontline and kind of hit the tower.
Yeah.
There's an SNY finish now on the Viper, so they have this really nice timing where they can, you know, deep push top and bottom a bit, then try to force a fight. Maybe around next global, I guess, would be like the ideal timing. It's 80 seconds left.
And this is pretty much how Dire has to play, right? Now that they have the Aegis, they just want to avoid fights and split. Like, Boris isn't... I don't think he's going to hit this tower because they have a glyph up. Oh. Well, they get the tower. I guess it's denied, which kind of sucks for him, but I still think getting that tower down provides him a lot of space into the Radiant jungle.
The map control is what's important.
Yeah.
Because the Queen and the lifesteal, or excuse me, the Queen and the Slark will be able to split push pretty easily.
Yeah.
You can only really kill one of them because you're going to need a blink on the Slardar, and you're going to need a lifestealer bomb to kill that hero. Wow. And then the other one gets away scot-free because, you know, there's no one in the vicinity to kill him.
And I like this play. The super early gem, I assume, is going to go probably on this. They have a gem. It's going to go on someone. And now you can almost, can you siege up hill with this Aegis?
I think that's the goal.
Let's go for the 22-minute
It's going to be tough, though, because, again, like, look at bottom lane. Like, Boris is down there. He's got a couple of heroes behind him. I think the biggest task right now for Radiant is getting the lanes to push out favorably for them.
Yeah.
Like, even with the Darkseer, it still feels like a bit of a struggle.
Because that, I mean, Quap can just burst down anything they have, and Slark does so much damage so quickly now. And here we go. We have someone going in. Nice jump out. Jubei drops immediately. No ulti actually coming out from the Queen of Pain. Might have been the problem there. And he had the gem. Our Guardian Greaves is probably a nice savior. And they just go away. So they keep losing Jubei. I mean, he has his blink now, so he's still happy. They have a lot of blinks actually on their team. Even Peter has one up on the winner. Peter's level 11?
Dude, do you see how many plays he's making this game?
He is. He is the highest support in the game right now. Whoa, we actually have an initiation come in. Global comes out. Ritsu is dead.
Nice.
What is happening?
That is a really, really big kill.
That is the biggest kill, and I believe he has a full. He had a Deso before that, and he's going Basher next. They're at perfect opportune time, but like you said, pushing these lanes out. Like Bleak is just spamming creep waves down here so they can't push. There it goes again.
That's what happens when you have these lineups that lack mobility.
Yeah, you have a Viper.
Slardar is the mobile hero on the team, but realistically he can only get kills. He can't really push the wave.
Yeah.
Viper doesn't really push the wave. He doesn't even have like a Maelstrom or anything like that, so it's not even as if he's built to wave clear. He's built to frontline.
Yeah.
So he needs his team to help him get to that tower without like the other two lanes being pushed in super hard.
Interesting. He had 3.6k and he just decides to pay up the casual treads. Not casual, but I'm surprised since he had that much money at this time.
He's probably just deciding what he wants.
Yeah.
Because here's the big thing, right? If they blink initiate on him, even with those items, he might still die in his stun.
I think he will with the Nags having Desolator.
With the Amplify too, it's a
Stealer.
huge amount.
Yeah.
Huge amount of physical damage.
And it's the first smoke gank we've seen in a while coming out of the Dire now. They have PD's ultimate. Dark Raider would be great to find. I mean, you can't jump on him with just Ritsu. And there's your problem. Is he going to try to ulti him? Nope.
Too far.
I mean, he was running anyways. Might as well just get a few Essence charges, I guess. But a failed smoke gank coming out from the Dire side.
The way the Dire are playing it, though, even if the smoke fails, like, look at the positioning of Radiant. They can't go out of their base, really. They're just kind of sitting around going, okay, we kind of need global.
Yeah.
If once it comes up, 25 seconds, are they going to go early?
It looks like they might want to do something now.
I think waiting for global is, like, super important.
7:50. It looks like that might be what they're doing. Bottom lane. So this could be a full 5-on-5 fight. They need to be careful. There is a shrine still up. WWD actually gets trapped in. I don't know if this is the guy you go on, especially with Aegis. They're trying to do anything. Ritsu's get a ton of Essence shifts. He's going to Dark Pact off the ulti, jump over. Oh my goodness, Peter might have just had the most clutch ulti of all time. Does a ton damage to the Slardar as well. They're trying to bring him down. He is going to die, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. Boris actually going in very aggressively. Needs to be careful. Has a Yule still up. They see him though. He's dead. He didn't Yules. Oh, now he's back.
Yeah, he's dead.
That was Peter actually had the quickest reaction times I've seen. Blinked in and instantly casted it, but
I think he was just spamming the ground where he thought the guy was going to blink.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, that's how those plays end up.
Has he been here the whole time? Isn't this the last place we saw him? He's just
chilling, man.
He's just spamming out the wave. I mean, they know they need to do that.
The big thing for that team fight, though, is they kill Boris. They don't even commit to global.
Yeah. And now they're definitely getting this tier 2. Whether they want to go base or not, I highly doubt it. But a tier 2 is nice. And there goes the Aegis. They're still only up by less than 1k because of this split pushing we have seen Dire do. Look at Peter just hitting him a little. What does that make it? 0.75 seconds more? That might have been the kill on Slardar if he had it.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more autos from the list to let him back. Oh, but you know what? I think the Darkseer had Guardians too. I think it would have been, still wouldn't have killed him.
As long as I've seen Ike's Mike do the thing where he goes in range of the Winter Wyvern ult instead of casting it, he's like, I better get a little bit closer. And Silveridge now up though. So a lot easier to kill this Viper.
Yeah, Viper is gonna melt now. This is a really weird stage in the game. I don't know. The Shadowblade seems a bit strange.
On him, yeah. Because all it takes is, what, 1 dust from a Tusk and it just doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Even the Slark, if he still has an Iron Talon in his inventory, he can just change it out for dust too.
Have they seen it? Whoa. Uh-oh. Peter is more than likely to go down. That's a very interesting global. They're going to use it. Boris should survive here. And do you really want to commit a global there? Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Vacuum walk up. The nice stun coming out from Jumi. Will it be enough to save Ritsu? He's under. He's just right-clicking. He's going to try to get away. He needs to leap over. He's trying to get there. He can't get it up. And this is now a 3-for-0 trade. Once again, Dire's crumbling. Uh-oh. ZXYC has his blink. I'm getting it to stun. Tusk should go down as well. Sigil doing a little bit more, trying to buy time. He's going to roll forward, and that's that. 4-for-0 trade.
Very nicely done from the Radiant. So the way the last 2 fights went, we saw them originally, they engage on WWD in the woods, right?
Yeah.
And they get put into this really weird spot where they lose their queen. The lanes aren't pushing in their favor anymore. So when the next time they take this team fight, they had to know global was up because they didn't use it there.
Yeah.
So as soon as they take another team fight into the strongest team fight ulti that Radiant have, they lose again. They lose a tier 2. none of the lanes are going to be past the river soon because you can see like the Vipers on one side of the map, the Lifestealers on the other. They're going to push those lanes out.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be like, okay, when's next Roshan? You know, is it a long spawn? Is it a short spawn?
Yeah.
Because if Radiant are able to get that too, the Slark might not have enough time. Like, he still needs more items.
He does. This blocks the camp, right? Is that why he did it? Well, we're going to find out.
Yeah, it might. You can just hold ult. Do you have that on?
Sure do. Never knew you could do that. But it doesn't. Wonder why he did that. Well, I meant it doesn't block the camp.
I don't know.
That's... Yeah, I have no clue. I'm not
What
even
you can do is if you have a Helm of the Dominator, you can vacuum and just dominate the creep.
Yeah.
Easy game.
You're insane, Draskell. You are above next level. And now it feels like this Nyx, like, he provided a ton of vision, like we said early game, but besides that, he hasn't done anything. He actually has done nothing.
It's very strange. I thought that it would actually be a pretty good Nyx game. But I think the way that he had to play is why he's not really found a lot of success.
Yeah.
Because he's always been the guy running around looking for heroes so that Ritsu can farm and so Boris can farm.
Yeah.
He's kind of playing the... I got a 1v1 lane, but after that I pretty much had to play PPD's role most of the time, which is just walk in and, you know, die to heroes.
And I think what Dire just needs to go back what happened before the first Aegis, just, or during the Aegis, just split push, farm lanes. Like, look at Radiant's all together in the middle. They just need to push outside, and I think that's what they're going to do. That's why it's only 3k more after those, like, 2 big fights. They have a gem now on the Winter Wyvern. They're not going to want to lose that.
That's their own gem, yeah? They didn't kill Darkseer, no they didn't.
No. I don't think anyone's died on the Radiant in a long while, actually. There we go, Peter, level 13 now. Are you surprised he maxed Q over E in a game like this? I don't think it really matters. Well, it kind of does matter, actually.
I think the heal is good, but having the consistency of Arctic Burn, and also consider it's an escape tool as well.
Yeah, and it escapes tool, and it goes through Nyx's rage, I guess, which is nice.
Yeah, they got a lot of melee on top of it.
And maybe did he go... Does Silver Edge completely take away all the Essence Shift charges?
No.
Okay.
Anything that's
a
a buff stays.
Okay.
So like for Timber, as an example, if he has 20 stacks of reactive and you Silver Edge him, he keeps those stacks, but they don't refresh for the 5 seconds that he is debuffed. Yeah. So I think that Slark cannot gain Essence Shift stacks while he is Silver Edge, but he also keeps the ones that he has currently.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess Shadow Blade. I mean, that's WWD. Just does straight. Oh, that has to feel. He does get the sword. That has to feel so good. Double damage on Lifestealer right before he doing Roche. He's getting bashed a few times, but now he bashes him back, and this should just be free Roche. Dubé kind of looked, and he's like, there's no way there's not a gem or a sentry over there. He switches from Scotty to BKB.
He knows, yeah, he knows what he needs. This is one of those games where if it was going better for them and they were like owning, Scotty would be fine because he would not really die in a global. But it's been shown that it doesn't really matter how tanky you are. The Slardar Lifestealer bomb just destroys you. You just fall over.
And right now, he did end up going for the Shivas. We saw him going for it. So get him a little bit of armor, a little bit slow in the fight as well. And they're just going to back up. How does Dire... I mean, Dire's down this game right now. Do they just continue split pushing and doing all that? Or what do they do to get back into the game?
I don't think they can team fight at this point.
All.
Like they need to either outnumber their opponents or they need to find a pickoff before the fight. Because if Global is up, I think Radiant are way too strong.
Until, what, like 3 or 4 BKBs maybe or something like that?
Yeah, maybe the Queen and the Slark having BKB is enough. You would probably want a Lotus as well. Like maybe PPD goes for Lotus or Glimmer or something like that.
Yeah.
Because you want another way to dispel the silence that isn't a Eul's. Because Eul's, if you have to put it on yourself, you're setting up for a Slardar stun, for example, or a vacuum or whatever. It can be counterproductive to what you want to do.
Do you like the 120 damage or 14 health regen on Darkseer?
I think
there is a Winter Wyvern on the other team, meaning it actually does affect his team when he's whopping your own ass.
And you have the bonus damage, or the bonus attack speed too, right?
Pardon me, I wasn't expecting to see anything, and here we go right now. Oh, and Jubei gets first hit bash. He's going to put on before the silence, but Ritsu's in a lot of trouble. Wait, Wait.
He dark packed it.
Hey, dark packed it. He had to, and now B's in a little bit of trouble. He's going to try to do anything he can. Who did he go on? The silencer, hopefully. Nope, right on top of him. He has a, oh no, and he has his Midas off cooldown before death. That's rough. But pushing into the base here is the Dire side. Looks like just Boris split pushing around.
Yeah, they're just looking to take these skirmishes, you know, bait out the globals. They only lost to Tusk.
Yeah.
And they killed the Slardar. So in the grand scheme of things, that's actually a win for Dire. Because now if they have a smoke, they can go for another fight knowing the Silencer does not have his ulti.
Uh-oh.
He just did. Oh, maybe not. Ooh, that was close.
Damn. Maybe Park did Dark Pack, but now he
had a raindrop, so he ate
yeah,
some of the pounce damage.
I think that was probably enough. And Ritsu goes for the kill. Like you said, they just instantly went for it. Now he's back to Scotty now. Oh, yeah. He went from Scotty to BKB to Scotty.
He might
He
feel
might
like
still get BKB. It doesn't just complete quick fire.
when you're sitting on that much money, it's very tempting to go for the Scotty because the heroes just can't get away from you.
Yeah.
Especially like the Viper, that's the big thing. If you just get to sit on the Viper and you Silver Edge him and you just chain hit him,
Yeah.
the Viper is not getting away. It's up to his team to help him.
Is he actually giving himself the Tome of Knowledge at level 19? It's like his
level-
20 talents aren't even that good.
Yeah, the level 20s are not really that great. 300 health is okay.
I would love if he just stole this from like, wait, did Tusk get the experience? Oh, you have to give it to Tusk, right? That is so that's actually a full level, I think.
It's
with
a lot. 40%. It's a lot for sure.
I
Alright.
don't know what I'm doing. Oh, just Peter.
4 heroes.
I don't
for a
think I've
Wyvern.
actually seen the last 6 kills. I'm going to focus. I'm completely focused. Draskell, you can talk. I probably won't be listening, though. I'll be completely honest.
It's all good, man.
All right, good. Did he give it? I think he did. Yeah, because he was 14, right? Now he's 15. No, he definitely aided him. He aided himself for sure.
He did,
He's
yeah.
that high. That is the greediest thing I've ever seen.
But I
in my
think
life.
rushing to 25 is actually not a bad
Smart
thing.
Plot, yeah.
It does so much, honestly. Like, he even went for the Shivas, so it does kind of lead into what he's wanting for the ultra late game, because then you want your Octarine and your Mjolnir, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you have, like, this incredibly tanky Queen of Pain who can, like, aggressively blink into you. It's very frustrating to deal with.
And it looked like they might have pressured the base. They didn't end up doing it. Meanwhile, Dire, once again, just top lane pushing in, going for a Yules on the next, take off that global silence.
I'm really surprised we haven't seen a Lotus.
You're right. I mean, who would be getting it, though? The Nyx? I don't think he's getting enough farm to
Tusk
get a Lotus.
probably would buy it, because he has a Midas. But I think he's going Solar first, right?
More than likely. I guess first Nyx is decent.
I guess Peter could buy one too, but I think he's behind the net worth on the...
I'm actually just mad at myself. It's just Peter dying. I'm actually so mad at myself. This is actually embarrassing.
See, this is the trick, Grant. You're looking too much at the actual main screen. When you're doing observing, you don't look at the main screen.
You look at the top, right?
You lock on a hero, and you look at the top, or you look at the
Alright.
mini-map, and that's it.
Alright, I'm focused here. Mini-map on lock down here. You talk about everything else. I'll click random heroes. Do I have these set up? Oh, I do. But you can't double-click to go to the hero?
Oh, courier kill.
That is a
Oh, you saw it. Yeah, we know what happened.
Oh my, that was a full miss.
That was Hex.
I assume that was yeah,
Yeah,
that was Hex into ultimate. Yeah, he was gonna have the whole thing. So this is I mean this kind of buys them 3 minutes of IX Mike probably being a little bit angry. And Yule's coming up now. That's adorable chicken. Well, Shadowblade now up on the Slardar. They can just move around. This would be a nice just oh please, I'm ready for it. Nice and base. And that's gonna see just last tier 2. Whoa. And just jump out and kill it. Nothing too crazy happening, just trying to split push.
The complexion of the game has changed a lot. Like, you can just tell by how Dire are playing it now. There's only one person, really. I guess Ritsu's mid, so.
Yeah. Well, and here we go. The big siege coming from the Viper who goes boots of travel next year. Do you like that? Now that he does have a little bit of mobility, but
I think it's
just wanna
when you know
fight,
that the enemy team's going to be split pushing a lot. Like back in TI5, CDEC did this a lot on their cores, and so did Wings at TI6. When they know that they're going to get split push, they just buy bots.
Yeah.
Because it's such a short. It's better than it was now to do then, because the bots cooldown versus the TP cooldown got longer.
Yeah.
Right. So the TPs are like 70 seconds now or something ridiculous, and bots are like what 45 or something.
Yeah.
So you can just TP all over the place and stop those heroes, because you know they're not going to go for solo kills. They can't solo the Viper. It's too strong. Although with the Scotty, maybe Ritsu can.
As long as he gets the silver shut off. And now with...
He might just go Basher and just say screw BKB.
Maybe, but I think they kind of saw that Darkseer is going for the sheep. Will that change his mind at all?
It depends on how the fight goes. If he gets the jump and he gets his Dark Pact off, I think that the Hex will be pretty ineffective against him particularly.
Yeah.
But if, you know, Ix Mike gets the Blink Hex, then obviously it's great.
Yeah.
And then BKB is still not helping you, because you get Blink Hexed into a stun.
Yep. And Jubei, only level 14 now. He just completely skipped the talents like you said. I mean, you know, you actually get like nothing until level 20 when you get the
Yeah,
20
his
gold.
talents are just really, really bad.
Uh-oh. Ritsu? Oh my god.
Nice.
They have vision of that. He actually just switched trade. He has cheese. They want to bait out the cheese. He gets his ult up before anything happens. Going to get vacuumed, walled in. He'll have a leap up when he gets out, but he gets bashed out of it. Get a dark pack and try to run. PBD's trying to save himself. Silencer doesn't even go down on the backside. They're going to move in. Peter goes down. Boris on the backside does kill Silencer, but now Boris is in a ton of trouble. Fuels himself in the air. Nice touch on the outside. Bleak. Will they do enough? He bleaks out. They run in. Ix Mike's here. Poor Jubei might eat this death. We're going to see if Bleak can get away. He does somehow. Jubei might even get away. Everyone's getting away. Oh, Boris actually ends up killing the Slardar. Jubei goes down to 2 for 2 right now. And look at, he is full HP.
They
Will he
can't
go for
linger
this?
here, though. Ritsu's got a... Oh, they have a gem, right? They both have gems.
Gonna dark pack it off. Guardian Greaves. I mean, who actually? I guess we can see. Well, technically, I guess Dire comes out a little ahead on that.
Trading supports. That's
Yeah.
pretty much all that happened. It seemed like the fight was going to be a lot more
Radiant
kills.
favored?
Very
Yeah.
chaotic at the
Yeah.
beginning. But in the global, the problem was he globaled when Ritsu was in Shadow Dance.
Yeah.
So they weren't able to damage him during that. If he had waited maybe even like 2 seconds to throw it out, maybe they would have had enough. But I think maybe he was under the assumption that he was going to die, and then he just wanted to get it out.
Boris just keeps coming out with like just straight up random new items every time.
Let's go.
I think that's definitely the item, but they were going for like a smoke gang. Uh-oh. See you later. Oh, they're actually going in. Uh-oh. He's going to punch in the air, and a nice ulti. Will it be enough to actually kill him? Dark Raider, though, is raged up. They need to bring on the Silencer first and foremost. They're trying to. He's actually tanking so slow. Sigil doing a lot of work. Jubei with the big two-man stun. Is this the beginning of the end for Radiant now after all this? Nice stun, actually, by ZYXC, though. Unfortunately, won't even save him. Oh, my goodness. They just fucking massacred him.
Yep, no global. They also got a very fortunate opening on top of that. It's just Ritsu's item progression is becoming too much.
Yeah, and the Quap. Quap's actually highest net worth in about 1 creep here. And he is.
It's the limitations of what Viper can do in a fight as well. He can really only hit one person.
Yeah, it's Viper, right? You win your, that's the whole thing. You're never going to lose a lane phase as Viper. It doesn't feel like that at least. But then what do you do after? And oh, you were right.
Oh, there's the Lotus.
That's a Klappa for Draskell.
It's such a good item against their team.
50 damn. Oh, damn. He wants to end the game. What is it? It's magic. No. Oh, yeah. 20 movement speed. That's just garbage. The only ones that are, isn't there like a 40 movement speed talent on like 2 heroes? I think that's the only one.
There's a couple of them, actually.
Yeah.
There's a 40 movement speed talent on Underlord.
Yeah. Which I think is actually bad on him.
Well, it
There's
depends.
a better one, I believe. Uh-oh.
It's 40 movement speed or spell damage.
Well, he Lotus Orbs himself. He actually gives... What do you Lotus Orb, though? Oh, Silent. Oh, we eat him.
Last
Okay.
word.
I was like, there's definitely a Lotus Orb, but they get the racks. The full set. I think they're fine with Tusk dying there for that. Zones them out.
It's one of those games where I actually felt like Radiant would be in a worse position than they are right now.
Yeah.
But they've managed to keep pretty consistent farm on the Viper, the Lifestealer, and the Darkseer. So the big problem is going to be, you know, now this Queen is working towards like a 5th item.
She has.
Ritsu's got enough money to buy BKB if he wants, or buy a Basher, I'm sure. Whichever. Oh wait, just going straight for the Butterfly. Okay, so he's going for like the I'm never gonna die build because no one has MKB on the enemy team.
Yeah. And now we have that coming up. It looks like Queen of Pain has the full Lincolns. Probably is just gonna use Arcane Rune and sell the bottle, right? He's just waiting.
Yeah, I would assume so. He's gonna have so much mana regen with that item.
Oh. And they
murdered that Roshan. Jesus.
Yeah, very good. The Lotus Orb is going to be huge, not for just the silence, but think if he gets like you just get an amp damage on yourself, that Slardar actually dies in 1 hit, I think. With sprint up, that's great. Hope we see that.
That'd be cool. Level 25 on Boris as well.
Yeah.
So he's got the spell steal.
Yeah.
Man, that is going to be insane. Did he get the cooldown reduction, by the way?
On who?
On the Queen.
I
Did he get
believe
gold
so.
or CDR?
Yeah,
he got CDR.
You know, that's like, well, there's a big, I don't know if you watched Summit. I had a huge argument with a lot of people because a lot of them were saying Everyone gets cooldown reduction. Oh, there's 5 men pushing middle. But okay. That, I just did. Well, like, what's going on? They're just losing their. Draskell, don't fucking laugh. They're losing their base. That's a bigger deal.
How can I not laugh?
IX Mike's getting handled here. I'm going to see this kill. All right, he's running. Middle lane, they're just all TPing out. If they somehow get Ritsu, that's huge. And they could. They might. They do. If he. Oh
He's
my
fine.
god.
Nope,
Nope. Vacuum. And he is dead. That's their gem, right? Yeah,
they see it, though.
Dude, you actually
It's
can't
in the
see
trees. It's in the trees, Grant.
Oh, no. Wait. Oh, TP and his gem. If he had the Talisman Evasion, that actually might have saved him.
Yeah, possibly.
And bottom lane gets sieged down a little bit. So does top. I mean, that's unhealable at least. No. If they ever add regen to tier 3s, I will quit. 100%.
I don't think they're going to do that.
I mean, did you think they were going to add shrines?
Well, I think that adding shrines and adding regen to the tier 3 is technically...
they were going to add shrines to the game?
It does the same thing.
Ruins the game.
Well, it makes it harder to like deathball 5-man down a lane with like these pushing heroes and just end in 20 minutes. Like, you saw what happened in TI4 Grand Finals. No one wants to see that again. That was like the least hyped games I've ever seen.
That's true.
It's like, oh, they have Veno. Oh, they're high grounding. It's 17 minutes every single game. Oh, it's over. Okay. That was not an enjoyable meta, Grant.
Yeah, it was not. I did get to go eat. I ate pho during game 2, and by the time we finished eating pho, the series is over.
Yeah, I don't know. I think right now Dota's in a way better spot, shrines and all.
I like it. It still feels like everyone gets farm a lot quicker is the biggest difference, is what it feels like to me, but it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. Like, we're at 44 minutes.
Everyone just wants some items,
out,
you know?
Now we see it. Butterfly up on Ritsu. They're up 2k now. They have a whole Rax taken. They sieged a little bit of the tower, and here we go. This smoke. Ooh. Buyback status is I, right? For sure. We have buyback. Okay, this one you actually want to do by team, I'm pretty sure. Can you?
Yeah, you just keep clicking it until it shows the ones like that, yeah.
That's not by team, though.
Yeah, hit it one more time. There.
Oh, that is? Okay, it's... Wait, yeah. So, if they somehow get a oh, because Viper ended up buying back. Do you see that? Am I just dumb? I'm probably dumb.
I mean, I'm looking at your perspective, so you see the same things that I see, Grant.
Yeah. Oh God, you're not seeing anything. Then have you?
My glasses aren't even on. This is just a kaleidoscope.
Oh, this might be this is gonna be a collision scope from both teams. Both of them are actually smoked up. Dyer's just swore up. They're running in. They have it. Oh my goodness, Dyer doesn't have anything. I don't think you kill the chicken here. They don't want to give away.
I don't think. Do you? No, you don't.
And look at this Sigil. Whoa.
Okay,
they do. I think the smoke is wearing off. Sigil actually might be a game changer. I think it definitely was a game changer in the last one. Well, not game changing, but a fight changing. That goes through magic immune. No, pierce spell immunity. No. Like I could just read it without sounding stupid, but instead I go over the 50-50, like the low.
I could sound like I know what I'm talking about, or I could just be completely wrong.
And as we've seen this game, I have not done anything. I'm saving my main cast for regional. Like, these guys haven't earned shit yet. They don't deserve a good cast.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Well, MKB up now. Perfect timing with that butterfly up on Slark. The problem is, it's who gets to who first, right? Like, if the Slark gets to Viper before Viper gets to Slark.
I guess. I think it's about the ulti usage on Radiant too, right? Because if you get the good global and you can just kill Ritsu in the beginning, I think that fight is just won.
Yeah.
The Slark is the hero that does the heavy lifting at this point, I guess. The Queen is getting there, though.
Yeah.
Like, one more big ticket item. Maybe he gets rid of his Veil next.
For an MKB, it looks like that's probably what he will do.
MKB is a weird choice, though.
What do you want?
I don't think he needs to necessarily be like the right-click carry. Well, because if the fight goes well and Ritsu doesn't die, he is the right-click damage, like by himself. He can just murder everyone.
Oh, I swear to God.
But is anyone even... I guess they have a Halberd on Radiant.
The
Lifestealer has it, yeah.
Right, he's gonna get... he actually does not have that much farm.
He's almost got an AC.
He does, but I guess we can go away from this now. Move it back here. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. He's actually below the Darks here right now. And we are going to have a Shiva's coming up now if he really wants. I guess he's saving for buyback, which is a smart idea.
You want the BB. What's the Roshan timer?
216 may respawn.
Okay.
Why don't they just add it when it will respawn?
Because it's random. The game doesn't know when it's going to respawn until that timer hits, and then it shows like a random
How
interval.
does the game not...
Because
the
it
game
chooses
invented Roshan.
It chooses it at random, Grant. So when the timer hits the 8 minutes, which is when it decides when it's going to spawn, then there's a dice roll, and then it's 1 to 3 minutes.
But how does the dice not know what it's going to roll?
Because it doesn't happen until that minute.
But it's a
mark
computer
lands.
dice. I understand if it was a physical dice, that might be correct, but it is on a computer. Someone has to know.
I ask Valve. I don't know.
Maybe I can ask. Who invented IBM? Bill Gates?
No.
I'll ask him. I don't know. That's so, I don't know. Whatever. Say la vie. These Boris scouted these out.
Those centaurs actually got saved.
They did. This guy,
They're
and
just
he's going to
living
work
their
out.
lives.
Yeah. And Boris was actually up here with him earlier. He was like, what the hell is this? Why are they here? And right now, Ritsu is farming the Abyssal Blade, super lockdown, more HP, and it's just a great item late game. Does 300 damage a hit with no agility stolen.
This Slark is getting like incredibly scary.
Yeah, and look at his, my man's tread swapping every single time he does anything. It's just a good thing to do.
Yeah, it's just a habit. A lot of people are like, why do they tread switch when they don't have to? It's better to do it when you don't need to, so you do it all the time, than it is to forget to do it every once in a while. Especially on heroes like Slark and like AM. They really need to tread switch, otherwise you have so many mana issues.
And 20 armor on the Viper. That's a lot of armor, actually. But
Yep, level
versus Slark,
25,
that's
let's
nice,
go.
yeah. Uh-oh. Does he have a gem? He does. He gets Yule's up, though. Is he going to time the stun perfectly? He does. Don't even know if that did be He's dying. That's their gem. Whoa, yeah, he's definitely dying.
Easy.
Oh, and they know someone's there.
That was a
He
nice
not
idea,
great.
though, right? Like
Yeah.
popping the shrine for him. Maybe he got close enough to live.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Grant's actually going to see this. Slark, does he get the shadow? He does get the silver edge hit off. Not going to be still enough, but Boris going in. Global Slime flies up. Jube's going to throw himself in the air now. And now, look at this. Yule's on Yule's buyback coming from IX Smite. Not the best ulti from Peter. Maybe just trying to lock him down. Ritsu taking a ton of damage. They're going to get the stun up. Does he have rage? Nobody has cheese. He's going to have to use it here shortly. Probably going to on the backside. Boris is just chilling. Gets snowballed up. Silencer still trying to live. Over here, it's all about Dark Raider. If he dies here, this could be the end of what they do. He hops in Ike's mic, and no one died.
Well, they forced the Darkseer buyout.
Buyback, yeah, which is big.
And the curse came out because the Life Stealer raged, and PPD just wanted to burn the rage timer.
Okay.
So it did make sense, because then after that, they chained the punch as well. So the Dark Raider was sitting there for like 6 seconds, not able to really do much of anything. But he's just so tanky.
Yeah, he is.
Like
That
the
is-
Viper also took a tremendous amount of damage and didn't die.
These guys, everyone's just tank.
He's got 43 armor, Grant.
Is that a lot?
Well, 40, I guess, without the towers. But
True. No, and they're, yeah. But then he'll have the Guardian Greaves as well, armor, and my man is just tanking up. He still has room for one more. What do you think he goes now? He can still get Hurricane Pike will probably be last. What's his next major item here?
I don't even know. It seems like a waste to buy Butterfly because there are multiple heroes building MKBs.
Invisibility.
You like this
So-
instead of Abyssal?
Oh, he went Lincolns.
I don't know. What's it there for exactly? Maybe for his team sieging, or just he can right click a lot easier. Whoa, they're running at him. There's a gem. I think they saw him from the uphill vision. He is gonna find somebody. Oh, it's or Vivian. Yeah, it's Vivian. All right. Uh oh. Gets silver edge hit.
I think it's just he's feeling confident that he really won't die if he has a Lincoln's.
Yeah.
And if he gets enough hits off, like right now he has 23 Essence Shift.
And now he has one Lincoln's here, another Lincoln's on him.
Yeah,
They're
just gonna
so-
siege.
No global. No
They
buyback.
have the Lotus and the Crest, I believe,
Yeah.
too. No, it's just a regular.
Still with the medallion.
Yeah.
Not doing enough. He's getting MKB. It takes a little bit of damage, but they take a tier 3, and he's going back. This guy's just everywhere.
Yep.
And they have the Shadow Blade actually up on ZXYC, and he's going in the back. This is actually insane. He's just not scared of anything. And Ike Smite gets the vacuum wall, only hits him on the Tusk Force. Blinks in. Ritsu still taking a ton of damage. Is he just getting over the rack? No, he gets halberded though. Nice play there. Still no one really going down. Life Stealer taking a ton of damage. Now B punches in the air, so he can't Armatoil. He still somehow gets the Armatoil in the back. WWD is going to take a little bit of damage here and there. They're just sieging the racks while this is going on though. Smart play. Still no one dying. Dyer doesn't have to kill people.
Yeah, just get out of there.
Wow. Our first death, -2.
That's okay though.
Yep.
He had
And
like
a shrine went down middle, so they that's all that's left, and now tier 4s are going to be naked.
Space created.
Space created. Wow. That was something else. Oh, he goes for the Chrysalis. He's just going pure damage. It looks like maybe, is that a Bloodthorn or a, not Daedalus?
Bloodthorn is really strong against their team. But they could be feeling like they're lacking physical DPS at the moment.
Oh, and this is big. Oh, I wish he... If he had this MKB, this would have already been dead.
They have
this might
global.
be bad.
They have global for this.
They have global. They don't have vacuum wall on the back. They have global, and there it is. They just killed Jubei immediately. PBD on the backside. Gonna get that. Oh, they get the Aegis. Do they get the cheese as well? Looks like they do. Vivian's gonna go down. Ike's Mike's getting dumpstered on. Dark Raiders trying to go. Force taps all over the place. Peter will go down right here. On the backside, B's trying to tank up his Midas off cooldown again.
Oh
DYXC, this is not going to be good. If
So
Dark Raider
much
goes down,
shift.
the game is more than likely going to be over. Buyback coming from Slaughter. Nags might need to as well. Nano WWD gets the uphill hit on B, but he goes down, and like you
29
said,
stacks.
not only is it damage, it's armor too, right? So every time he hits, he's just gaining more armor versus these auto attacks, which is super nice.
This is why the late game Slark is so tough for them to deal with.
Yeah.
When he gets tanky enough to where he can just get in and out of the fight. You saw what happened. Dark Raider popped Rage. He was getting hit by a Scotty Slark, but he couldn't attack the Slark. He has to hit somebody else because he knows he's not going to get the kill.
And they're actually just getting a Megas here. Oh, here we go. Lifesteal buys back. Silveredge hit on boards. He has Aegis. He's just doing whatever he wants. Ike's Mike on the backside. 10 times damage. Nothing actually on Ritsu. He needs to be very careful. Well, he's just dead. Oh.
He has an MKB, so...
In the world? Dyer's just got
Base.
real cocky real quick here. Let's see if somehow he gets out of here.
Base defended.
Well, see ya. Sheep is here. Lincoln pops. Yep. Oh, he waited for ZYXC. That was smart. And they get the kill. That's huge. They just wasted a full Roshan there because they got super cocky, it felt like.
Their cores are not being forced to buy back, though. Although top,
True.
maybe... You know, maybe Dark Raider forces a buyout or two. This could be an opening.
Nice Boots of Travel pickup, like you said.
Oh, wait,
to
he didn't
force
even
it.
have MKB? I thought he had it finished.
I think he went the...
He just got crazy
He had
lucky
to buy
then.
back, that's why, yeah. But Peter doing a good job pushing back. He needs to kill these creeps before they can get uphill. Doesn't look like he can in time, unfortunately. Sheep somewhere. It's actually on Jubei. Will he be able to get uphill somehow? He's going to get healed. Do they have a 4-step? He has a 4-step for himself, and the cheese should be... Oh, my God.
That's a dieback.
That is a dieback and no gem.
Are they actually, like... Are they in danger of losing their own racks because of that?
They might be. Did they? Oh, they did have the uphill vision. That is why.
No, they just placed that. Like, literally just placed it.
How'd they have vision? How'd he vacuum him downhill then?
I don't know, but that ward's only 10 seconds old.
Yeah, I'm saying you're correct, you son of a gun. They should lose one racks here.
I don't know. I think Ritsu is maybe enough to deter them. We'll see what happens.
Right, he's still
nice
dead
catch.
for 5 though. And Peter might be going down here. Nice Lotus Smoke coming out. It's actually going to trade it back. He's going to heal himself up. Are they do the same thing? No, they're just going to chunk down Peter. Nice ulti coming in. Roll as well. And here comes Ritsu. They need to get something. Dark Raiders in a lot of trouble. That's a dieback from him, actually. That's not good. BKB actually popped here. I need to be able to bring him down. Do they have any stuns? Nice. Yule's coming up. They block in. Nope, no one. But that's double by dieback, I believe, on Silencer and the Life Stealer. And they didn't even get the racks.
I is the buyback tab, I believe.
It is. Oh, I know they don't have it. I know Life Stealer bought back last fight.
Well, yeah, you can see that I don't have it from the top, but I just mean, like, if you wanted to check other
Oh,
heroes.
I'm dumb, not stupid.
Okay.
Alright. 12% match resist on Silencer. That's a garbage level 20 talent. That's actually just garbage.
It's not great.
And
I miss the carry silencers that buy Aghanims and just do like a jillion damage.
Dude, I'm so glad they changed that Aghanim set. It actually makes it like super viable.
It makes it usable, I think.
Yeah. And here we go. This is going to be, the last glyph. Will it be at Ritsu? Still has to be careful. BKB not for 20. Get a Shadow Strike over here with DYXC still trying to tank it up. He has the gems. They're going to ulti. They're just going to put them all on here while they kill the Rax. A smart play. They still have a Rax bottom though. Not going to be Megas yet. Oh, Ritsu needs... This guy feels like he's playing... Yeah, I know, but he's still playing super cocky. He just needs to chill out a little bit. And they're going to get Ike's Mike, though, more than likely. Guardian Greaves, that minus damage, so good. WWE going to try to just stay and fight. Unfortunately, I believe the game is over. Boris was down bottom, killing everything. A nice game won, though, I believe.
Yeah, it was definitely back and forth. It wasn't, I guess, as one-sided as some of the earlier matches are. But you would expect this, right? You're getting to the final rounds.
Yeah. And I think I mean, this is like with the BSJ game. It just feels like the experience of knowing how to play. I think it was more of a draft than knowing how to play late game. Like, the draft just scaled a little bit better,
Look at how long the game lasted, right? It was almost an hour-long
57.
game. And we knew from the get-go, given the draft, that the Slark was going to have a pretty nice time as long as his laning phase wasn't awful. And they made the right decision, you know. They send the Slark bottom. Ritsu has a pretty good start. He's always in the top 5 of the net worth for the whole game. He never fell off. And he was able to get his item progression. And Boris, yeah, he had a little bit of a struggle in the laning phase because he was against Viper. But he made some nice rotations. And they just kind of stopped the heroes from doing the 5-man thing with, you know, hitting towers that the Radiant wanted to accomplish. So.
And it feels like, I mean, even there, he didn't finish his MKB. He still has a halberd. Like, he just didn't have the tier 3 items like, say, Boris. Like you said, Boris and Ritsu did. They just didn't quite scale as quickly. And I think, like, the mobility. Do you think, looking at this, Team Cactus, their name is going to just, they need to be more mobile, I think, on a map. If they get this split again, it just seems rough.
Yeah, just because of the nature of Dire's cores. Like, Queen and Slark can always be, like, on opposite side of the maps. And, we didn't even touch on the Tusk and the Winter Wyvern just having so much influence. Like, how long Bleak and PPD kept that tower alive bottom? That was insane.
Yeah.
Like, they were 2v4. They kept a tower alive. Neither one of them died. They did it a second time.
Yeah.
And then you're in a situation where you're like, okay, we just committed like 3 minutes to trying to kill this offlane tower. We lost a tower in the meantime, lost a Darkseer, and we have nothing to show for it. So I'm looking at that as a whole, and I'm saying they outplayed, and I think their draft in the late game was always going to be superior.
Yeah.
So maybe a little column A, little column B.
A lot of columns from you. Column C is going to be us taking a quick break. That was the longest game I think I've casted. And actually, when 56 minutes is long, I mean, that's good. You never want a game going like 2 hours. It was a good game. Probably the favorite does end up taking it in the late game. Just like in that game versus BSJ, they're just bringing it in the late game. They're drafting a little bit later, and then you have the plays by PPD and Bleak, like you said, on the supports, just looking crispy as panko.
I like that. Crispy as panko.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, we are going to take a quick about 5-6 minute break. We're in the lobby. We're waiting for the draft. So just stick around and never let your dreams die.